Welcome friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, and this is a relaunch of our YouTube channel wherein from now on what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to update on my view on the Nifty, Bank Nifty. I'm also going to talk on stocks which we expect to rally up or down, good breakout or stocks to watch. These are the things that we are going to give you from this week onwards. Now, let's get back to what happened last week. Let me take you to our charts. These are KJ charts, which are available for free if you register. The registration is absolutely free. So I'll go to the daily charts. Right now, these are the weekly charts. So if you look at what really happened last week was a big up move from this day onwards. So from 27th, we saw a great move, 28th, and yesterday, that was Friday. A move from around 9,000 levels to a weekly close of 9,570, 580. So a big 580 points move that we saw in the last 3 days. Now, why did this move happen? Now, first we'll look at technicals, and then we'll look at the derivative data, which is also supporting. What really happened was we saw big move over here, which was in the month of April, after which the expiry happened over here, and from there on we saw a corrective rally. So if I compress this chart, what really we see is a deep fall because of the corona issue that happened worldwide. And after every fall, what we see is a bounce back. This is the bounce back that we saw. After a bounce back, normally the strong hands sell off over here and trap the weaker hands. And because of which we saw this kind of fall, which was a higher bottom. But then when did we realize that this is a higher bottom? When we started moving higher. Now, if you have seen my market outlook daily, which is uploaded at 7 o'clock every trading day, before 7 o'clock, I mean, what I was saying from ever since these 2-3 days is that 9,200 is an important resistance level. Now, why was I saying this? After this bullish piercing that we saw between this candle and this candle, what really happened was an up move, and we were seeing specific sticks on the higher side which had a resistance that was nearly 9,200. So a high of 9,200 over here, a high of 9,200 over here, which was an important resistance level. Now, I was saying consistently that if 9,200 is taken out, then we'll see a huge rally. And that is exactly what happened. Now, the May futures contracts were to expire this Thursday, last Thursday. And coupled with buying and short covering, we saw this kind of move. And this is exactly what the derivative data was displaying and telling us. I'll show you what the derivative data was telling us. This is a screenshot on Tuesday, okay, one day before the rally began. So this is obviously on the NSE website, but this is a screenshot, and I have purposely taken this because there are two important data points that I wanted to display. The Nifty was below 9,200, okay, and on this day what we saw was the highest open interest was on the strike price 9,500. And what was more convincing that this up move would happen is that 6 lakhs, around 6 lakh positions were added on Tuesday, okay, at the 9,600 mark. and therefore my targets were 9,500 and 9,600. So these additions definitely told us something. What was that point? That it was that someone knew that the markets were going to rally, and therefore these strong additions over here. Whenever we see these kind of additions, extraordinary additions, and that too at the fag end of the expiry, we will always see a strong rally that will come up. And this is an example that you can remember for the next month expiry. It is not necessary that we'll see a bullish move. We could see a bearish move as well. But the data points us to which direction we are going to head for. Well, there is an interesting news for you. The daily market outlook daily view on the Nifty is for free for all for all of y'all, and this free service is for your lifetime. So if you are interested, go to our website kiranjadhav.com, correct, and do this free registration for Market Outlook Daily. Click over here. You'll have to fill in your credentials and log in. Once you log in, you will see that you get two products free. One is Market Outlook Daily and the KJ charts that we just saw. These two services are free for life. This is what our commitment is for now. What really happens over here is our strike rate for the Market Outlook Daily is actually over 85%. So this view is uploaded before 7 o'clock every day in the morning. So you can read my view and then have your trading positions based out of this view. Along with this also gives you my TV schedule. Now, as you all know, I am exclusively only on Z Business every day, either in the morning or in the afternoon show. So this is the place where you get to know what is the time that I am going to appear on Z Business. Now let's get back to the charts and let's take a view for the next week. Now, which is very important. The June series has just started with a bang. What really happened yesterday, it opened down and it moved up and closed up at the highest point. Now this is really exciting. What has really happened, the start of the month, if you see, this bearish phase has been eaten up. Now for this bearish phase, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. And to engulf these 10 days, only 3 days were required. And this feature is something that is very important. If I compress the chart further, what we see is a good bottom over here, a top, a higher bottom. The first higher bottom has been made, and we would be looking forward to a new high around 10,000 or even higher in the days to come for now. And why am I saying this right away? Is because of this data. These many bearish days have been engulfed by only 3 days with strong volumes again. What is really expected from now on is this breakout value of 9,200, which I was speaking of, this range will now become a new support. If I go to the weekly charts, the worst case scenario, we have seen this 9,000 level being held on to 9,020, 9,010 levels. Now what we have seen is after such a strong rally, all corrections made sure that 9,000 held on a weekly closing basis. We did move down below for a couple of days, but the bulls fought back very strongly. This 9,000 also reflects a strong put writing around these levels. So I don't think unless something really bad happens, 9,000 will be defeated. And if the markets have to rally, ideally, this median of the midpoint of this candle should also not be violated. This is at around 9,300. So we could, on the worst case scenario, move down from current levels to around 9,300, worst case 9,200, which was the breakout point. So 9,200 and 300 will be a very strong support zone. So if the market corrects to these levels, it will be a good opportunity to buy, is what we believe. It's only below this that the bears will again be stronger. So for now, 9,300, 9,200 is a strong support zone. And I believe the kind of structure that we are seeing, we are heading north to test the earlier highs and also the psychological level of 10,000. These could be well tested and we could go higher as well. There are a lot of short positions which were carried forward from last week to this week. Sorry, last month to this month. So the May series has seen a rollover from May to June, and this is one positive point, that the shorts are still in plenty and are expecting the markets to go down. The results calendar has ended. Most of the results have been done, and the results were pretty good in spite of the lockdown. And this is one good thing that will take the markets up. Now let's look at the derivative data which supports my view, my bullish view. Okay, we are looking at the 4th June expiry, that is the current week's expiry, which is scheduled on 4th June. Let's look at what this data has to suggest. If you observe this properly, the 9,600 has 11 lakh shares and has added 3 lakh over here. But what is more interesting is the 9,700 mark. We have 13 lakh of total OI with an addition of 6 lakh shares yesterday, which was the first trading day of the series. And something exciting is this: 11 lakh shares with an addition of 5 lakh shares on a strike rate of 10,000. So I believe, I have a strong reason to believe that this is where writing has happened, and this is where call buying has happened. So we would be heading north. If you could see here, the 9,400 put side has a good writing being done with a 15 lakh position. Yesterday, 6 lakh shares added. And the best part is the support that I was talking of, 9,200 with a 20 lakh position with 11 lakhs to be added yesterday. So 9,300, 9,400, 9,200, these are strong support levels. I don't see 9,200 being tested on an immediate basis. Yesterday also you saw that when the trading session was on, Dow was trading at around 150, 200 points down. But what happened to Dow was a pullback at the last hour of trade, and it closed actually at negligible losses. So over and above what we are seeing in Dow, which I have also mentioned on Z Business on the channel, that we have broken out of a triangular pattern, which is bullish. Now the world markets are bullish, and if you look at Dow, it is almost 800 points above the breakout now. Nifty is 9,600, the breakout was 9,200, so we are 400 points above on the Nifty as well. Percentage wise, we are equal. So this is a very strong case that we are not going to visit these kind of level of 9,200, but if the Nifty corrects a little bit, it could be to a level of 9,400, 300, and technically as well as derivative data supports whatever I am saying. The stocks to watch out for next week, I believe that paint stocks are looking good. Asian Paints, Berger Paints, Pidilite, which I also gave as a naked call option on Z at around 2:50 in the afternoon. Marico, Biocon, Escorts, SRF, yes, one specific stock which is ready to give a good blast this week. Steel stocks are looking good. Apollo Hospitals, of course, banking and NBFCs are to be watched out for. I believe a lot of short positions are there in the banking and NBFCs, and we could see a sharp up move in all of them. Yesterday, NBFCs and banking did move up a bit, but volumes were a concern. But going forward from Monday onwards, I believe you could see momentum coming in banking and NBFCs also. So these are the a few stocks that we should be watching out for. There's good news for traders as well. We are soon launching a new software, and this will be a unique software for especially for traders and future traders. In this software, the software is going to prompt which stock to buy, when to buy. It will also give the mark to market losses and profits. It will also guide you on when to exit from the trade, how to use the trailing stop loss, when to exit partial positions. All these things will be features which no other software would. I have not seen these kind of features over here. So the time delay of between the buying and the selling will come to zero. So this is an interesting feature. We expect it to launch in a week's time from now. There could be certain delays because of the development part that is happening, but this is a huge kind of positive news for all traders. You would have heard about algo trading. So this is an algo formula which has been put on to the software. Once the breakout happens, it will prompt you immediately. So you will be somewhere ahead of the curve to go and buy those stocks, and the strike rate of breakouts is pretty decent. We have tested it for the last 6 months, and the performance has been really commendable, and you are going to see this. Another update is we have got two workshops coming up. One that you can see over here. There's a slight change in this workshop. It's a professional workshop for day traders. Okay. And we do this training throughout market hours. So this training is during market hours, and this is very important for us, you all to know. And of course, you know the master of the trade, Sandeep Wagle. He is. We have partnered with him for this workshop. So both Mr. Wagleji and myself will be training you during market hours. So you got an advantage. You can click over here and read the details of this workshop. It's not a 3 day workshop. It's a 1 day theory workshop which will be on a Sunday, and one full week right from 9:15 till 3:30, and post that an hour so that we can discuss what all trades we did for the full week. So this is full 5 days. So it's a 6 day workshop, 1 day theory on Sunday, and 5 working days, live support. We will be sharing you a free software also in these 5 days, and we it will be followed by a 1 week offline support. So for the week after that, you will get support during market hours live. But the only difference between the first week and the second week is in the second week we will not be talking to each other. Yes, if you attend this workshop, you can put up a query, and our team, myself, will be able to solve your queries as soon as possible. So with a small kind of time delay. Second is a workshop based out of for options. So this is a mentoring program for options. All the Greeks will be taught to you. I'll take you to the workshop on derivatives. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . It's a mentoring program complete. So if you click over here, you can read all this. And it's a 2 day workshop which will be taken by Jignesh Mehta. It's on 6th and 7th of June. And then 1 month live support during market hours. Now, the best thing about these workshops, both the workshops, is that it will be on what do you say, on the internet. So it will be a webinar kind of workshop where you sit at your place, we sit at our place, and still get ourselves trained. So this is something that we will be the action from here on. All workshops that we do will be online. It will not be a workshop where we are going to have it in a classroom style. So option traders, something that you are interested in. For all those people who are interested in options, should register there, and you can earn and learn at the same time for both the workshops. The first workshop that I talked about is this, and the second is the options one. Oh, I made one mistake. The support for the options workshop is not for 1 month. I'm extremely sorry. It's a 3 months live support during market hours. So for all these 3 months, the strategies that have been taught will be executed in front of you. You can also trade those strategies and make money for yourself. And the reasons why that strategy has been traded will be also explained to you during live market hours. That is great about this workshop. Well, yesterday the last half an hour was really disturbing, for some stocks. I would like to name them and I'll show you these charts. First was Torrent Pharma. Torrent Pharma in the last 30 minutes, this is a 15-minute chart you can see over here. From a level of 24.30, this stock rallied down to 22.80. That was a big fall in 30 minutes. And look at the volumes. If you just compress this chart, these kinds of volume have never come up. Means this is really something that is disturbing. And this is not alone. There are a few more stocks. Look at Jubilant Foods. Look at these volumes. Aren't they exceptional? From a level of 1716 to make a low of 1614 in a matter of 15 minutes is humongous. Look at lot size and look at what kind of destruction it would have made to some future buyer. It is mind-boggling. Third stock which came to my notice was Tata Consumer. From a level of 380 to make a low of 358, again a lot size. Look at these volumes. Something disastrous has happened. And the last stock that came to my notice was IGL. Again from a level of 486 to make a low of 460. Something that makes me really worrisome. I could observe 4 stocks. There could be more. But my suggestion to all traders, investors is that we should avoid these stocks for at least a week to trade. They have made a lot of difference on the charts. The volumes are exceptional, and that make me worrisome. I'm just repeating once again. This kind of basket selling in history has happened once or twice in one stock, and that was because of a mistake by a trader. But for so many stocks, basket selling, this is something that I haven't seen for many years. So point to be noted over here. Again, let's go to our website once again and I'll update you on certain points. Here what I'm going to do is this kind of update on the Nifty, Bank Nifty, the moves that we expect is going to come on YouTube pretty regularly, and not necessarily on weekends. It could come during the week as well. And if you feel that these are important updates, then I want you to go over here and you should go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Another social media handle is Twitter. Go here and follow me. all what is written over here will be updated on Facebook. So please follow us on Facebook as well. And of course, LinkedIn, Google Plus. I don't think I am going to do anything over here, but at least on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, these are four things that I feel you should follow us. Thank you so much for hearing me out. This was a pretty long session, and because it was for the first time, from next week onwards or next time onwards, I'll make sure that I'll keep it short and sweet. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Stay home, stay safe. All the best. Bye. Bye for now.